Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Hannah and this is my channel, or Flosstube, about cross stitch. And so I have a little bit of stuff that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to go over some life updates. I am going to go over the giveaway winners from 2 videos ago, and plans and all that. So let's see here. I'm going to start with the giveaway winners. So 2 videos ago I did a giveaway, and let's see, one was for a bookmark little pamphlet thing, and another one, which if you watched to the end you would have seen, was for a pamphlet with a bunch of teacups. And the winner for that was Night Fear. So if you watch this and if you could send me a message either on Instagram or on that video, I did put my email in the drop down box. If you could send me an email, either one works, and I will get those out to you. And then the winner of the Just Cross Stitch Spring Magazine is Roxane Larson. I did leave a comment on both of your comments, and again, if you could just send me a message on Instagram or via email. All right, so last week was kind of crazy. So what was it? I think the Friday before my last video, my cat decided that she wanted, no, okay, she didn't decide, but she had blood in her urine. So I took her to the vet. They did some tests, and it came back that she just has some stuff kind of floating around in her bladder. So we're just kind of, monitoring that and stuff. Nothing too serious. But then I think, and they put her on a special diet. So then I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday. All day last Tuesday, she was throwing up. She threw up her breakfast, and then throughout the day, it was just saliva, bile mixture that she was throwing up all day long. Probably almost every hour I would hear her hacking. Okay. And then she did not eat her dinner that night. So I was like, okay, great. We just had some terrible stuff happen to the kitten, which if you didn't see the video, we did have to put our kitten Mufasa down about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'm like, great, I don't need this, okay? So I take her to the vet. They run some tests, they do an x-ray, make sure that she didn't have a blockage or something. She is an avid plastic eater, so that was kind of my fear. Nope, nothing. They could find nothing. So they just sent home some meds, trying to get her to eat some bland food. Wouldn't touch her food. So the first night they gave her an appetite stimulant, so she did eat. But then the next morning she ate a couple bites, walked away, and then that night again she just looked at her food and walked away. And I'm like, great. I was very worried, thinking, great, what's wrong? Why is she not eating? I was like, crap, I don't want to have to pay for more vet pills. I mean, I already spent a pretty penny, just from the tests and her bladder issue. So my husband, he suggested that I give her some of her old food. And I was like, all right, let's try that. She ate it. No problem. My damn cat was literally starving. I mean, starving herself. She was very hungry. She was starving herself because she didn't want to eat the vet food. I don't know why she was throwing up. Being how dramatic she was being, my guess is she just didn't like the food, and yeah. My cat is a drama queen. all right? When she was a kitten, we left for a few days, and we had to come home early because she wasn't eating. It was just because I had left. This cat is just, I thought we were over that, but nope. So dramatic. All right, so yeah, that was my week last week. So I unfortunately didn't get a lot of stitching done because I was just like super worried about everything because she's my baby. She's actually sitting right next to me. I have had her since I was 16. She was my 16th birthday present. So she's my baby. Like, I love her and I adore her. Let's see. So, oh, my tea. I got my new Sips Bee box today. Yay. Super excited about that. And it's still kind of hot. So this is by Off Black, and it's a peach something. It's something peach. There's a peach raspberry green tea. Now I prefer black teas, but I do like the occasional green tea. It's pretty good. And it's in my sister-in-law gave me this mug for my first Mother's Day, and I love it. So cute. All right, so I have a new start. I did not get finished like I'd hoped, but it is what it is. So some things kind of changed a little bit. Oops, sorry, one sec, and then I'll readjust. I gotta grab my whip go board. Boop. There we go. Okay. So I decided that I needed to do more stitching what I want. Stitching just hasn't been real fun for me, and I think part of it is because I have set such rigid goals with Zodiac, the Witch Along, and the Reindeer. I feel like I've set my goals to be a little bit too rigid with that. And also, I mean, a lot of my WIPGO goals have, you know, been around those too. So my goals are going to change a little bit for next month. So I will go over that when I go over my plans for next month. But things I think are going to change a little bit from what it's been for the last few months, because I started stitching again a little bit more, I think like Friday or something, and I'm back to enjoying it, which is awesome. So let's start with my new start. Let's see if I still have it up here. Oh wait, I think I can pull it up here. So if any of you follow the Frosted Pumpkin on Instagram, you will know that they started a new stitch along, and that is the Under the Sea. So this one here, cute little mermaid and dolphins. I love it. So I decided to join that one. Do I need another stitch along? Nope. But it had mermaid, so I had to. And so I started that this weekend. I did not get very far, as you will see, but so far I'm enjoying it. And I am doing this on Periwinkle. It's an 18 count Ada from Bestitch Me. I think this is my January Ada. So it's this really pretty, like, it's really washed out, unfortunately, but it's this really pretty purpley color. And I got this dolphin mostly done. I just gotta fill in some of the white highlights and the eye. And then it'll probably work on the baby dolphin and then the mermaid. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. The dolphin, I think, took me oh, I don't know, 2.5 hours maybe to do. So the smaller dolphin should hopefully be a little bit quicker. I am going to attempt to keep up with this one because I think it's, let me look. I think it's monthly releases. Yeah, so the next release isn't until the 25th. And they don't look like they're going to be too bad. So I think I should hopefully be able to keep up, which would be really nice. And this stitch along actually goes, oh, it goes all the way till December. So if I do fall behind, you know, I'll have plenty of time to like catch up. So that is Under the Sea, and it's my first frosted pumpkin, which I don't know why I haven't stitched them before. I mean, they have a lot of stuff that I really enjoy. I just never stitched it before. And I'm like, why? They're so cute. Okay. And then, oh, I worked on that too. Oh, I can pull that up there. I was like, I did not keep very good track of what I worked on this week because my preferred method of stitching is just stitch what I want, which is kind of why having like the rigid schedule just isn't for me. All right, so another one I worked on was I put in a little bit of work into the Witches Go Riding. This was the 2021 Halloween stitch along by the Tiny Modernist. And if I have a before picture, I'll put it up. And I am doing this on Mystic Gray. I got it from Stitchville. So yeah, I think 18 count. Yeah, 18 count. And so this is where I'm at. Obviously, I'm very behind. But I went in and all I did was I had part of this O done, so I finished the O and worked on the M. And in the on here you can see that moon is in green. My moon I put in purple. There's a few like little changes that I've made. So like this and sign I did in purple. Oh, when I did in purple, so few little changes. I would like to finish this at some point. I mean, I only have like a section and a half, and I think she gave us like a month for each section, so I mean, if I really put my mind to it, I know I could probably finish it pretty quickly. I just gotta put my mind to it. It's not there. And this is done with Classic Colorworks. So Classic Colorworks and DMC. Alrighty. Next, I worked on another Tiny Modernist. And I worked on The Cat Came Back. This was a December, one of my December starts. And I decided to pull this out and I just put just a few stitches in. Nothing dramatic. But all I had done was like the very tip of the, or no, I think I had like this and these. So I went in and I started to just kind of outline and a little bit of fill in. I just threw a nap in here. Nothing exciting. I am going to be making a few changes to this. And as you've seen, so on here, the tip of the tail is white. I made that black. And I'm gonna make these two front feet white as well. I'm gonna make this kind of a memorial to a cat that I had to put down last year. Her name was Nellie, and she was a black and white tuxedo. I may add a little bit of white to the belly too. And she was 17 years old when we had to put her down. And I had had her since the day she was born. So I want to make this kind of as a memorial to her, which means that I'm going to need to just adjust a little bit, but you know, easy stuff. And this is on just a Hobby Lobby, like, I think it's printed, yeah, printed Ada. Is this 14 count? You know, I think this might be an 18 count. I think I just bought another square of this yesterday, and I think it's 18 count. All right. I did not work on that. I do think I worked on this one here. Let's see. Do I have? Darn it. Okay. Darn it. I don't. Oh, here we go. I do have it. So this is Glory to Ukraine by Cute Foxy Shop on Etsy. And I am doing this. I haven't posted it to Instagram yet, so I guess I'm not really doing it for the hashtag or whatever. But I'm just doing it to, you know, show my support to Ukraine. I did buy this from a Ukrainian seller. So, you know, I just, you know, the little things I can do to help and support them. And this is where I'm at. I was hoping to be a little bit further along, but I think since you last seen it, I filled in a little bit up here and then down here in the leg. So looking at this, I'm like, oh, I actually got quite a bit done. I am not doing the Glory to Ukraine as I do not have enough space. I do have a pattern right below it. So I'm just doing the cat, which is in the Ukrainian flag colors. I hope I should pull that out maybe this week here, work on it a little bit more. Okay, and then I worked on, see, do I still have that up? I'm like so not prepared, y'all. So not prepared. I don't know what my deal is. Usually I'm like, I try to have like everything up, ready to go. Today has just been kind of a weird day. So we'll blame it on that. You know, it's icky, it's kind of cold. I think we're supposed to like get some rain tonight. And I just got home from physical therapy for my back, and yeah, things are just a little crazy. So anyway, that is not, what the heck? Don't know what happened there. But this is the reindeer one that I've been working on. And Nightmare Before Stitch Mess is also working on it, and it's been really fun because she is working on different reindeer than I am, so it's been really like fun and motivating to stitch on. And I actually watched her, was it yesterday or the day before? I watched her newest Flosstube, and she had pulled out her reindeer, and I was like, all right, I gotta work on mine. So this is by Diaz. Sorry for the tinkling. But I came in and I finished Dancer, and words are hard. I have started working on Comet. So this little guy here. And I didn't do a ton. But I got a little bit done. So my goal is to probably finish him. I know I had planned on doing 2 reindeer this month. It's probably not happening unless these next couple days I manage to. We'll see. Nothing's impossible. But anyways, I think I worked on this yesterday, and I finished outlining up here. I put in dancer, and then I did all this. So if I don't finish this guy this month, my goal will be to finish him next month. My goal is to do 1 reindeer month. I did not do a reindeer in February, so I've been kind of playing catch up a little bit. All right, and I think, oh no, I have 2 more things that I worked on. Yeah, I think only 2 things. Okay, so next is Sabrina, which, if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you have seen. And this is Memories of Chaos, the Witch Along. This was from 2020 by Fourth Circle Studio. And I do believe you can buy this pattern on her Etsy shop. And I am working on that one right there. I unfortunately have not finished it. I really need to though, because when counting the squares, like if I want to finish it this year, I really do need to keep up with my square a month. So I'm pretty close, so I've just got to make that final little push, which I think I can finish it tomorrow. So this is where I'm at. So yeah, I think I can finish this tomorrow. So I've just got, you know, little thingies over here in her face, and then the outlining and stuff. I mean, you can kind of see in like this corner, like it's got some really pretty like designs on the side. So what's up here? This is what I have done so far. And I think next month I'm gonna go over here and do her friends. It's a bigger square, but I kind of want to finish like that corner. So hopefully I can get this finished this month. I think I can. Like I said, I'm pretty close. So fingers crossed that I can hopefully get that done tomorrow. And then one y'all haven't seen in a while. I don't think you guys have seen this since probably January. So if you're new to my channel, you maybe haven't seen it at all. But it is Freebie Harmony by Heaven and Earth Designs. And it is this beautiful parrot. And I put in, like, I think I didn't put in a lot. I think I did 170 stitches last night. So this is where it's at. All this was here. I worked over here. So my plan for this one right now is to just kind of work all of this here. And then once that's done, then I can move the Q-snap. Okay. So this is actually just some pipe with some Q-snap snaps. Or, well, it's the off-brand stuff. So that is what I actually worked on last night, and that was fun. So now that brings us into plans. I dropped my needle minder for this. I'm not sure where it went. I'll just stick that in the bag and I hope it shows up. Oh, and this is done on 14 count Ada. In one of my comments on a video, somebody called it a big ass bird, and that is very accurate, particularly for mine being done on 14 count. Like, it's gonna be a big bird. All right, that is everything I worked on, which not too bad. not too bad. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll also have a fair bit. All right, plans. I would like to work on Zodiac by the Tiny Modernist, which again, you have most likely seen. So I would like to work on Taurus. Go. I know I had started like the circle around Libra, but it is April, and my husband is a Taurus, so I think it'd be pretty fitting if I could get Taurus done this month. And that's the bull right up there. So I would like to get that done. As I said, I would like to get one more frame done in Sabrina and one more reindeer on the reindeer one. After that, it's pretty open. They did call the WIPGO numbers. So if you don't know what WIPGO is, it is like a bingo board. It is started by, I think it's Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Things or Does Stuff. And there's a whole Facebook group about it. I did complete both WIPGO goals this last month. I did not show you. Speaking of WIPGO, oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I guess. I ended up putting one more nap into my seasons. Oh, can't not show you guys that. So, this one here. If you're on Flosstube at all, you've probably seen it. It's a pretty popular one. Did Kaylee Cross Stitch finish hers? I think she did. Y'all, I'd love to be doing shout outs. I know I did a few, but I haven't really watched that much Flosstube aside from like my regulars, so. Anyways, this is where this one's at. I went down and I just did a little bit more filling in on the duck on spring. So, yeah. The last time I made a video, I had one more day left on that for my WIPGO, and I got it. So, this month, not this month, but for April, number 10 and number 7 were called. I am very excited about both of these. So, number 7 is my Long Dog Dilemma, which I think it's right here. Yeah. It's this one here. So, I have to do 3 nap times on this. So, yay! This is gonna get some work. I'm stoked. So this is one that every month I try to work on it around the 5th. I started it on my birthday in December, and so just to make sure that it gets built out and gets some love, I do try to work on this once a month. But now I have to do 3 hours of nap, or 3 nap times on this. So I have decided that I'm going to do 3 nap times on top of whatever stitching I decide to do on or around the 5th. So this should get a good amount of work, which I am very excited about. I absolutely love this project. And then the next one that was called is Aphrodite, Mermaid by Mirabilia. I'm not gonna dig for it. I'm not 100% sure where in that tub it is. But yeah, she is going to also get 3 nap times. So she should get, a decent amount of work as well. Okay, so those are my plans, and I think I am going, let's see, my goal then is to, let me find my calendar, here it is. All right, so the next time I plan to make a video is probably going to be around the 12th. So 2 weeks from now, I would like to continue on with my 2 weeks unless my videos get too long, because then I have issues uploading them to YouTube, and then I might have to go weekly again. But ideally 2 videos a month. So hopefully you will see me again on the 12th. Hopefully I do not have issues uploading this video after it is edited. And yeah, so I will see you all next time. Please like, subscribe, all the things if you enjoyed this video. And have a great weekend. Bye.